Hello, everybody.
Hey there.
We're going to take a trip.
A
Power trip.
to
Down-
golf.
To golf. A relaxing round of golf. We're not going to get excited.
18 holes of glory.
18 glory
It
holes,
was
man.
fantastic.
It was amazing.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
we were sinking balls in holes.
Oh, man. Some of them got wet, too.
Oh, man, and
yeah.
you just shot your ball straight in a hole without even
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
one shot, man.
Got a hole in one,
Oh,
and
man.
I didn't care where it was going. I just wanted to get to that hole really, really quickly.
It was beautiful.
It was.
How are you doing, Paul?
I'm doing pretty good. And yourself?
Thank you. I'm doing very well.
Good.
So we're going to keep a nice mellow tone
Mellow tone.
for golf. This is one of the most primitive fucking games on the Nintendo.
It did come out in 1985, so it was one of their launch titles. So just
Fair enough.
and you can tell it's very basic, but at the same time, it's very endearing. I think it's
zero
it's,
music.
It's yeah. There's no music. There's only a few sound effects in there.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, not even on the title screen or anything like that. There's no music whatsoever in this game.
No.
But I think in its simplicity, though, there is a lot of there's a lot of charm to it.
I think there's a lot of joy to be had, huh?
There is a lot of joy to be had.
I'm assuming everybody has played this at one point or another, or seen somebody play it, or whatnot. This is kind of in the same annals as, like, Super Mario Brothers, where it's like, I feel like this one's a pretty well-known...
I think it is, and actually because of Super Mario Brothers, this game kind of got an additional boost up in popularity just because obviously this was the first foray of Mario, well, outside of Donkey Kong, this was his first foray into the world of sports or something that was non-Super Mario Brothers because obviously the likeness that was used for the golfer in golf was Mario.
A more lifelike Mario.
Very more
He's
like
very tubby.
He is very tubby. He's very tall, and
He's very angry.
And you can tell that he retired from the world of plumbing and of Koopa slaying, and he just wanted to hit the links and just wanted to golf and spend out his days getting just caught in sand traps.
Enjoying his retirement.
Yeah.
Launching the ball out of bounds 40 times right from the tee.
Oh yeah.
Somebody knows who I'm talking about.
I didn't do that, did I?
You did.
Oh,
the
I
very
did.
first hole.
Oh right.
You couldn't get onto the frickin' fairway to save your life.
That's right. That was so infuriating.
It was amazing.
But I still had a good time.
You did have a good time, and I had a good time. It was a very close match.
It was. It was a very close match. I actually ended up coming back,
You did?
and I just could not seem to put it away in the last two holes. Last two. You don't get too many victories, so I will let you have this one.
Thank you.
I
I
will let you
appreciate
have
it.
your moment in the sun.
All right, man. Let's move on to let's do our do.
All right. So,
Difficulty.
10.
Not applicable. Okay.
It's a very difficult game.
It's...
First hole, right off the bat. nothing but out of bounds.
Oh,
It was so tough. It was having to play with the wind, going with the wind, selecting the correct club in order to do 10. Just because we can't go higher than 10. Otherwise, I probably would have said 11.
What a dick.
Yeah.
I would honestly say this is maybe... I would say this game is a 2.
You're an idiot.
I'll be perfectly honest.
You're an idiot. This game does not have a difficulty.
No. Think about this, because I mean, when you first plugged it in as a child, did you know what the hell you were doing?
No, not really.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So it does take a certain kind of know-how to play it,
Mhm.
but it's definitely no challenge to it, in the traditional sense.
Mhm.
The challenge comes just from knowing
From-
golf.
Yeah, and from learning it, and
Yeah.
and there is some challenge, like I said too. Playing with the wind factors, you have to take that into account. You have the different layouts of the courses too that you have to play with. You have to select the right club, know what the clubs do, so you have to have a basic understanding of golf. So yeah, there is a little bit of a challenge to it, but at the same time, I think it's so simple that it's just you'll easily get the hang of it.
Hence a 2.
That's a 2.
Not a 1 like Firehouse fucking Rescue.
That was hard.
That was hard,
Yeah.
but I'd say a 2 is fair.
Okay. If we did have to put a difficulty on it, yes, I would say a 2 because it's something that you can easily pick up and just you could play it and understand what's going on pretty quickly on.
Absolutely. This is going to be a very short episode.
I think it will, but there's really not much substance to it.
There really isn't, man.
So, what did you give this game for a fun?
I'm taking sentimentality out of it.
Save your bias of actually beating me, and tell me what you unbiasedly thought of this game.
This came out in 85.
Came out in 1985.
So, for 85, I'd say this is a pretty solid sports title. I was going to go middle of the road 5. For the time. Clearly, that's not the case anymore because, I mean, just look at NES Open. Wasn't that a golf game on the NES? Of course it was. It was fucking called NES Open. That game took great strides ahead of this game. And I feel like the fun got pushed even farther in that. But, who knows? I personally have a great time at it. I think it's very relaxing to play. I give it middle of the road 5.
So there is an asterisk with me with this game because, I mean, I will give my full thoughts, but I want people to understand too that if you don't like golf, then obviously
you're gonna hate it.
It's the what you give it would be reflective of that. I'm actually not the biggest golf fan, but at the same time, I love the simplicity of it. I do like playing golf here and there, but I would honestly say that this game, for me, for fun, I would give this game a 7.
Holy shit.
Taking sentimentality out of it, I honestly would, because this game, I mean, yes, there are things that I would love for it to have had, like some kind of music, some kind of jingle, some kind of tune, something, anything. But at the same time, you have 18 holes of golf. Each one of those holes is very different from one another. You don't ever feel like you're playing the same course over and over again. It never gets repetitive.
Right.
But if you play the game again, obviously the course has never changed, so therefore it's gonna be repetitive. But all of the courses, or the different courses, are very different. So you have a really good time playing that. And honestly, of all the different golf games that are on the Nintendo, yes, the NES Open is something that obviously you grew up playing. I didn't. But at the same time, of all the golf games that have ever come out on the Nintendo, what are the ones that you ever hear anything about?
Golf.
NES Open, maybe, but golf.
I mean, this game was such a thing that on Iwata's birthday, you can play this on your Switch.
Oh, really?
Golf will be on the Switch on
Nice.
his birthday.
Nice.
Because I think he was one of the ones who programmed this.
Oh, was he?
I think so, or something. He had somehow he was related to this title. And I remember when people were first buying their Switch, they noticed on his, I can't remember if it's on his birthday or his death day, this game would be on your Switch to play.
Gotcha.
Yeah, pretty cool.
But,
Little Easter egg.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, game came out in 1985. It's very basic. It's very simple, but yet they did so many different things right and integrated it with so many different things, like the wind factor, with the sand traps, with the out of bounds, with all the water hazards and all that stuff. I mean, they really did a really good job really early on that it really kind of became the standard, and it was so well liked that any other games that came out, Lee Trevino's Fighting Golf, Bandai Pebble Course, or Pebble Beach Challenge or something like that. I mean, some of these games people don't talk about. They still talk about the original Golf because it was that good. So
I mean, the controls were clean.
The controls were as clean and tight as they needed to be.
Yeah,
So.
I was about to say, it was, for the time, it would be pretty hard. You'd think this game would be sloppy as hell.
Mm-hmm.
There'd be no way to make nice, precise shots, but you could.
Mm-hmm.
You were able to, even though you only had, like, that arrow could only move into certain spots, you knew how to do a draw or a fade.
Yeah.
Or I don't know what the fucking terms are. Slice or a fade on your shots, and you could get it to where you wanted to go.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say, I still, even with the limited movement, I was still able to hit a hole-in-one.
Yeah.
Something I've never actually done before, so that was awesome.
That was amazing.
But honestly, I think that's why, to me, the fun is as high as it is because this game really was, for how basic it was, it really provided a lot of fun and a lot of innovation for the time.
Absolutely.
And they even used it as the basis for when what is it, the Wii Resort or something
yeah,
like that, Wii
yeah.
Sports or something like that. The golf, the golf mini games and stuff like that was a lot of the courses were modeled after golf, and a lot of the controls were the same basic style as golf was in 1985. So
Yeah.
I mean they really found a good formula early on and stuck to it. So
Yeah, they did a good job.
So I think honestly it's a really fun game, underestimated. But I think just because of the lack of action, I mean, people are probably going to want to go to something else.
Mega
Mega Man.
Man. All right, man. Let's move on to the prize. How much did you pay for Geolf?
So I did not pay anything for this game because
Who the hell did?
Because this is no. It's a game that I had since I was a kid. So I mean,
Likewise, same here.
Yeah. So it's one of those that was always in the collection. I honestly do want to say we ended up buying it at a like a garage sale for either 50 cents or $1. And according to price charting, today this game loose is $2.95.
Damn.
Is it worth it?
Yes.
Absolutely, it's worth it.
I almost want to say it's more expensive in the virtual shop.
It is. It's
Yes.
like, I think $4.99 or
Yeah.
$5.99.
So if you find the cart, you're in good shape.
yeah.
Buy it. I think the game. It's not a game. If you're looking for something that it's really gonna get your blood flowing, this isn't it.
No, absolutely not.
Let's make that crystal clear. This is a
Yeah.
game you come home maybe from work. You're fucking exhausted. You just want to unwind.
You just want to relax. You don't want a challenge. You just want to just enjoy the simplicity of something. Then golf is gonna be your
Golf,
game.
man. Plug it in. Pound out a few holes. and and just have a good time. I personally love this game. I liked it even when I was a kid, even though I didn't understand it. I still liked it. Something about it drew me to it.
Mm-hmm. And actually, this is one of the very few games too that my dad never ever played Nintendo ever.
No.
But he played golf.
Mm-hmm.
He played golf and he
Mine did
enjoyed
too.
it. And I will never forget that when his dad, my grandfather, like I remember him coming over to our house one day, and my dad was actually showing him how to play the game, and I'm like,
Really?
oh my god, he's never played Nintendo. Now he's trying to teach his dad how to play golf. It's like so
Yeah.
cool.
Likewise, I remember sitting and watching my dad play this.
Yeah.
And I was just, it was one of the few times my dad would ever sit back there and play video games with the boys, you know, and it was always magic when he did, because it was fun to watch him play.
Yep, exactly.
So, I'm in the same boat, man.
So, yeah, so that's golf. It's a 2 difficulty, a 5 to a 7 fun,
Split difference, 6.
6.
Let's go to 6.
And it is worth it because $2.95 is cheap for a Nintendo game.
Absolutely. So there you guys go.
There you go.
Hit us up on Facebook.
Hit us up on Twitter.
Go to powertripgaming.tv. Takes you right to the channel. You can watch all of our other amazing videos. The link in the description will take you to our golf playthrough. It is a nail biter. It was a very close match.
It was. It actually was.
It was a good one.
Some people think that it may have been a runaway.
It wasn't.
But old Battling Paul battled back.
It was definitely. I had a great time. Even winning, like it was. It's one of those victories where you almost feel bad that the other person lost because they put up such a good fight. No. Like, hear me out. You ever feel bad for like a runner-up, or not bad for a runner-up, but like
You felt bad for winning?
no. It's like you put up such a good fight that it's like even I would have been happy to lose just because it was that close. It was so neck and neck. You and I have such a rivalry, and we've established such a rivalry together over the years, from Pokemon cards to fucking Marvel vs. Capcom to fighting games to golf, for fuck's sake.
Mm-hmm.
And we're always neck and neck.
Yeah.
On a lot of things. And I remember we played when you got me back into the Pokemon cards. One time.
Oh yeah.
And all of our games were always down to a coin flip.
Yep.
That's, you son of a fucking bitch. Don't even. It was always a coin flip. And even those I lost, I was like, dude, that was epic. Like that, I don't mind losing that one. Because it came down to luck.
No, it really. Well, yeah, and golf was no different. So.
Yeah, like, kind of was, I guess. This wasn't so much luck as it was just me beating you out of pure skill. Oh, man.
Next time on Power Trip Retrospective,
We will review something better.
I kill Andy.
Oh, come on now. Are you gonna use a golf club, take my head off? Use my big long ass Amazon neck as a fucking tee?